Yo. Yo. Hello, Kim. You got a few Dutch people here. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. As you can see, we got a clean shave right here. Can we do this? Clean shave right here. How's it going, guys? How is everyone? Let's get some hellos in the chat. How is everyone doing? Hey, Kim, Elizabeth, Janice, Wes, Dan, Juan. Oh, you're right, mate. Zevacas. Butchered that. Did your mum make you do it? Dickhead. Hey, Levita, Adele, Patricia, JK, Merlin, Charlie, Terry, Mike, Babyface. For real. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? How is everybody doing? Right. The reality of this is, right, guys? The reality of this, the reason this has happened and we've got this here, right? The reason we've got this is because I was trying to just thin my beard out. I was trying to just thin it out, you know, like, not in too major, no like fade or anything. Just trying to like thin it out, make it look a bit smarter. I don't know why I just don't get someone else to do it. But I was just about to hop in the shower. You know, I was doing that. So I was doing that, right? And I shaved half my mustache off. Like a good chunk of like this side or one of these sides. A good chunk of them. Good chunk of it came off. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta shave it all off now. So that's the reality of it, alright? My mum did not make me do it. Mal. Was I forced to do that? No, but you know, it does look like a fantasy league forfeit. You know what I mean? But yeah, hello Pietro, Tarforin, Milo. Hello Justin. Right, Dave, how's it going? Good afternoon, guys. Let's get to it. So we are looking at a setup right now, okay? And the issue is, we were looking at this right here. So we were looking to inverse this fair value gap right here, okay? And then take sells. But really, you know, gold's probably got the best setup for us at the moment. If gold can inverse this fair value gap like right now, we've got a good chance of taking a nice sell all the way down to here, okay? This is the best. This is probably the best setup we've got. We've got two setups. This is probably the best one. We just need to very quickly, you should always get into the habit of checking the fundamentals first as well. So if we check the fundamentals, you can see, right? An hour ago, just over an hour ago, we had Canadian CPI, which obviously rocked USD CAD a little bit. Now we've kind of picked a direction. You can see we've picked a direction a little bit more now. But we've had our red folder news. We have the volume. We have that. We don't need to worry about that. And we also have nothing coming up. We don't need to worry about any news coming up in the next half hour or an hour and a half or whatever. And that is right, Joven. We'll look at that in just a second. But we're getting a good... We've got two good setups, really. But I reckon this is probably the best one. This is the cleanest one. If this 5 minute closes like this, though, we can take an entry just based off of this alone. Even if we take the low out, because if we take the low out, then we've just inversed a 15 minute as well. So, very quickly, right, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the setup on GJ. Then we're going to go very quickly look at the setup on gold, and then wait for one of those to get the entry hit, and then wait for one of those to play out. Okay? Sound fair? So, on the daily, on GBP/JPY, I'm extremely bearish right now because two things. Now, the people in the private Discord, they got this correct when I asked them. So, tell you what, you guys tell me if you think you know how to trade, right, and you think you know what the bias is here and why it's bearish, tell me why this is bearish. Leave a comment. Tell me why this is bearish, guys. Tell me why this is bearish. Let's see. Let's hear it. Tell me why this here is bearish, not bullish? Why is it bearish? There's two reasons. Two, not just one. There's two reasons. Tell me why in the chat. Tell me why this is bearish, guys. Let's see. Does anyone know? There's two reasons. One person's got it right so far. One person's got it right. Everyone here's kind of got it right, but the only person who's got it 100% right is one person, and that's Tom. Tom said swept buy side liquidity and no bottom wick on the daily candle. That is the correct reason. That's the reason why we're bearish right now. Okay, so we took the highs out all here. You know, all these highs. We need a retracement, but we also have no bottom wick on the daily. Okay, that's our bias. Right now we're inversing the 4 hour. We got 20 minutes left on this. And we've also got 1 minute left on the 5, which we're inversing right now. So what we can do, there's two things we can do here. We could either enter here knowing that price has to retrace, or we can wait for that retracement and then get in at the end of the retracement, okay? And that's what we're going to do here, guys. We're going to wait for price to retrace. Now that it's took these lows, we're going to go to the 1 minute, wait for price to retrace, which it's already started to do. When it's finished retracing, hopefully formed a fair value gap, we can look to inverse that, which would obviously be respecting or finishing the retracement, and then could potentially continue down. Now, that's the setup, okay? So we got a bearish bias here. You know, we've got a bearish bias on the 1 hour as well because we've inversed this fair value gap, looking to come down and take out these lows. On the 15, we're inversing this 15-minute fair value gap right here as well. And on the 5, we've got an IFEG right here as well, and a nice AMD kind of play there. So the issue is we've took out these lows already. Okay, we took out these lows. So what we can wait to do is kind of just retrace or close on the 15. So if we wait for that retracement, wait for price to come back into this range, then we can kind of get in, get a slightly better entry with minimal drawdown here, okay? So that's our plan, okay? So we're at like the same scenarios yesterday. We're at like the final stages of this setup. We just need to wait a few minutes, see what price does, wait for that retracement and take the trade. Now, the thing is, we want to retrace before we come down and take this low out here. If we take out this low, this liquidity here, before we retrace, it's going to be a less probable trade, okay? My daily candle has a bottom wick. Well, you're using the wrong charts, Junior. Let's have a look at gold. We got pinged for that just a second ago. And we are currently inversing this fair value gap. It's a similar story as well. This is my favorite setup, though. This is the one I want to see play out more. But it's the same kind of story. We need to wait for price to retrace. It's took out all these lows here. We need that retracement first. If we can retrace, we can look for a better entry. Okay. So if we go down to the 1 minute and use that, we basically can just wait for price to come to the top half of this fair value gap. When we come to the top half of this, we can look for, you know, rejection signs and then get in there based on that. But yeah, gold's also bearish. You know, it needs that retracement. It's a similar kind of daily looking candle. We got that massive push up. We need to retrace back down to the 4 hour. I'm still bearish here. Still waiting for that retracement. I still think price can come to the bottom half of this fair value gap down here eventually. So I'm still bearish on gold at the moment. But this is the trade we're looking at, okay? This is the trade we are looking at, and it looks like the 1 minute's just tapped up into that, and it's got no bottom wick. Let's see if we can get an entry now. So this is the stop loss and take profit. Alright. I'm not taking the entry yet. I've got the position there, loaded, ready to go. Now we have took this low out here, so we need to wait for a proper retracement. GJ completely wicked those lows. I'm not in yet, Chris. We have took these lows out. What we could do is wait for the 5 minutes to form a fair value gap. I think also maybe the 15, but there's a 5 here. We're going to see how the 15-minute closes as well. You know, see if we invest this one. We've got a minute left on that. The 5, if the 5 forms one here, what we can do is kind of like wait for price to retrace back to the top half of this, then use a 1 minute IFG for our entry. Okay, so we're going to hold back on this for now. If we check GJ, I think it's a similar story, like waiting for that 15 minutes to close. If the 5 forms a fair value gap, we'd wait for the price to come into there. It's literally the same story on both of those trades. What type of candles do you use? I just use normal candles. I don't use Heiken-Ashi. Very weird looking. GJ's pushing down. Right, we're going to wait for the retracement here on gold. So it looks like we might be getting the move. We kind of got to wait for price to give us a strong enough entry point. So, yeah. NQ, I think someone asked. Kevin, is Kevin here? Kevin asked for NQ. I'd say we were bearish to fill this gap, but I think we've come down and done that now. GJ's left without us, I think, here. We still got gold, though. We still got a good chance on gold. We're going to wait for that retracement and then potentially take an entry there. Thanks, Milo. Appreciate your assistance. I didn't use all the blocks, though. Right. This needed to happen, okay? This is why I held back. This needed to happen because we took the low here, so we had to retrace back up to this. Like, ERL and IRL, very, very straightforward. Okay, wow, that was quick. That's basically what we need to see now, is a sign of an entry. Right. So what's the R on this trade? If we catch the entire move Just to the bottom of here, to be fair. 1.4R. I want to see an IFEG on the 1 though. Could we get that? What's stop loss on gold? Can't see because of your face. This would be the stop loss. Is the 15-minute IFEG on gold not enough to take a sell? It is, but like this is the thing, right? The IFEG, what does the IFEG tell us? Use ERL and IRL. What does the IFEG tell us? It tells us that price is going to continue down to the next form of liquidity. In this case, it's the lows, right? So if we're continuing down to the next lows, where are the nearest lows? The one that I'd already marked. We came down and took the low. So the IFEG would tell us, okay, we're going to go come down and take the low out now, yeah? Then when we come to the low, we might retrace. But if we have a strong enough bias, we will continue down. So this IFEG isn't strong enough on its own because we've also took the low out here. So it's like, think of it as near enough just completely irrelevant because it's already done its job. The IFEG's job is to tell us we're going to continue to the next form of liquidity. If we've already done that, the IFEG's done its job. So we can just kind of ignore that. That's why we're waiting. So it's still there. You know, if we have a strong enough bias, price will continue down. But we're just refining our entry because the entry we were looking to take... No, I'm not in. The entry we were looking to take was invalidated by the fact that we took out this low over here. So when we swept this low, we needed to retrace ERL and IRL. I do explain it in the crash course. I think there's the link to that somewhere in the description if you want to check that out. Right, if we inverse this though, what does this IFEG tell us? It tells us we're going to continue up to the high. So we just got to wait for our confluence for this entry here. And what's GBP JPY doing? So GJ's retracing. Someone said GJ can still easily retrace back into the bearish fair value gap as created on the 5-minute. Yes, that's correct. It can easily come back up to here. And it should come back up to here because it's took out these lows. Then we use that as like a reference point for price to reverse. Get in around about here. And, you know, that's it. Let's see how we close. So we've disrespected this now. So I'm expecting price to just continue up anyway. So it's completely just invalidated the entire trade now, I think. See, and that's why you don't rush into it. That's why we wouldn't just get in based on the 15. Because the 15 also took this low out here. Yo-yo. For real. GBP, JPY. What's it telling us? What's the 15 saying? The 15 might form a fair value gap. If the 15 forms one, right? If the 15-minute forms one, then what we could do is use that as like the area for price to start reversing. Like up the stream if you haven't already, guys. How many likes we on? Like up the stream, guys. Let's get to 30 likes. We are really just chilling here. Bitcoin's still going down. Oh my days, wow. It's respecting this. I said it would still be bearish, didn't I? I think yesterday I said if it still respects this, it's bearish. I'd say now we kind of need that retracement. The daily's still bearish. See, this is a strong bias. So this is why I want to take this trade as well, still. Because we have a strong enough bias for price to continue down. We just need to wait for that perfect entry. Because what we could end up doing is like, as you've just seen on gold, we could take the sell right here. Right, yeah. Price goes, what? Stop loss here, you know, take profit all the way down there, whatever, yeah. Price then goes and retraces back to this fair value gap because it's supposed to, because it's took the lows. It inverses that fair value gap, so then it comes up and takes out the high. Completely invalidates us, takes us out the trade. We lose 1%. Why do we lose 1%? Because we were too impatient to wait for price to retrace. So the exact thing that could happen if we entered now on GJ, regardless of how strong the bias is, right, could happen on gold. But you know what I'm saying? So like the exact thing that's happened on gold, right, could happen on GJ if we're not patient enough to wait for that retracement. We could go back to this fair value gap, inverse it, therefore continue up and take out the highs, exactly like we're doing on gold. So you got to chill, guys. You got to be patient. You know, I think last Friday, snapped us right back into action. Just gotta be patient. Did USD CAD pick its direction in the end? No, not really. USD Swiss chilling. Wow. What's silver doing? It does have quite a nice correlation there with gold. Right. GJ looks like it might be retracing here. If we get a retracement, this could be nice. Something like this. On the 1 minute, we'd want to see like an IFVG form. I think that's the only thing that could give us an entry today. Patience. Is anyone seeing any other setups on anything else? Like GU? I don't want to force anything. We can look at GU though. IFVG here. This would have been a good trade. That's just hindsight really, isn't it? Yeah, I think we just gotta wait for this. To be honest, this is like probably the boring part of trading. Just gotta wait for this setup. You can't really be taking things all the time. Hopefully this doesn't leave without us. You know, buy on AUD USD. That could work. Let's see. AUD USD if we. Not really though, Jonas, because we have a IFVG, we have a fair value gap right here. So what could happen is we inverse this, right? Then continue up. I suppose if you get a good enough entry, like if the entry is like here, if you can get enter into the trade like here, this would be an alright trade. If you enter into the trade like right here, this is bad because we can just tap into this and then reverse. But if you enter the trade further down, like over here, we could then tap in. By then, we probably would have formed something. Then you can manage, you know, and be break even or something. What does the 15 say though? We might have one on the 15. If we form a valid one on the 15, this could be probably be a better entry for you. If you just wait to inverse the 15, because you'll have, you know, no real obstruction here. Hey, Emmy. But yeah. So, just wait for that. Euro USD. Yeah, we took this. Oh, wow. We swept these lows now? No, we haven't. IFVG on 5 min. This looks alright. What's gold saying? Right. Let's just put an alert here. Look at GU. What's the bias here? Bearish bias. Slightly bullish on the 4 hour though. And on the 1 hour as well. So you could take a buy off of this. If you were to. Did we take these lows? No, we didn't take these lows. We took these ones though. So we did sweep liquidity, but not, you know. Could have been better. It could be something like this. You're in? That's a bit early. Swiss franc JPY, that's pushing it a bit. Swiss franc JPY. Just gotta wait for this retracement, guys. Not much else to it at all. Like, even now, it's just taking a while. I think the longer it takes, probably the better as well, though. If we take a while to do this and we push up very quick, that would just be a nice AMD play there. But, again, you know, I kind of want to be in a trade that fits the plan. You know, I want to be in a trade that kind of lets us watch it play out on stream rather than having to wait hours for it. I think gold, pretty invalid. I don't really like this setup anymore. GJ, just continuing down. GU, what's GU doing then? Okay, so we could take this. The 1 hour's bullish, the 4 hours bullish, the daily is bearish though, I think. Where would we target? Realistically though, like a realistic target would probably be this high right here. We could look at going all the way up here, but like we'll put a full TP up here, but you know, I think the likelihood is the majority of the trade will probably be closed around about here. But heavy consolidation as well. So this could be manipulation if we had that first initial push up. We're respecting this right here. If we chill and invest this other one that we formed right here, we could take an entry there. Oh. We've invested that 1 minute then. Looks like GJ's leaving without us, guys. Right. I think, guys, honestly, this is a very short stream. But I don't know. I don't think there's much here worth waiting for. There is this, though, isn't there? There is this setup, to be fair. Should we take this then, guys? GJ is going with us. Potentially. Right? I think... Let's do it. Let's do it then. Let's take GU. Right. Alright, we got a valid fair value up here. If we can tap into this, that's when we'll enter the trade. I take profit. We can take this then, I guess, guys. We can take this. Although we are respecting this 1 minute one over here to the left. Right, let's just weigh this up again whilst we wait for price to come back down here. Probably look to manage inside this move. Here, right? Here. Let's check the 5 again. So here as well. And I think that'll pretty much be it. So what we could do is, we manage the trade. Have we just tapped into this on the 1 minute there? No. So we manage the trade, you know, as we break out these highs here, just slowly bring in stop loss. I think this is the way it would go. Break even, partials, let it run. Because if we close the majority of the trade down here, right, what's the R that would give us? That would still give us a 1.5. So we'd make about 0.8 at least % here. I just want to see price tap into this and bounce first, though. Excuse me. Right. A little bit closer. When it taps this purple line, that's when we're going to enter this trade. Oh, wow. That was a quick push. Let's just wait for that resistance there. Okay. Right. What was that? Alright, I'm in. Nice start. Right, so we got a 1.4, would make about 0.6, 0.7% here. I think full TP might give us, you know, we might as well just close all of the trade here. Tell you what, we'll just do that. We'll just do that. Right, so break even up here. Trade, and maybe partials, but probably the whole trade up here. That's my idea. My stop loss and take profit. These are my prices. I don't know if you can see that. So it'd be 1.29524 stop loss and 1.29889 take profit. This was a good entry though. I'm going to add my alerts. And now we just watch. And now we just watch. Yes, I am in. Same trade on EU. Oh yeah. Like up the stream if you're in this trade. Like up the stream if you're in this trade. Let's see if we get 50 likes. The 1 minute's inverse this though. We're not going to look too much into this, okay? We're going to stay off the 1 minute. I'm going to stay on the 15. And watch this play out. Like this trade, like the stream if you're in this trade, guys. We need to journal this as well. I forgot. We do need to journal this. Right. Hopefully this can give us an end to the drought. What's the R on this? 1.4. I think I need to set my take profit again, but right, so we got this trade down now. Right, back on the 5. When it takes this high here, we're going to manage the trade slightly. We're just going to do this. When we take that high, we're just going to put our stops here. So it'll be risking like 0.3%, something like that. GU till yesterday low, EU not. EU is stronger and didn't break this structure. And you're in on EU, are you, Driven? I follow you in EU. Right. Thank you, Driven. Let's see if we take this high. When we take this high, we're going to move our stop just below here. I think that gives us a little bit of leeway here, because then what's that, like a third of the percent or whatever. Right, I'm going to also set my take profit. I don't think I set it properly here. We can't even, won't even let me. 1.29888. Right. And what was the other thing? Stop loss would be here. Right. When we take this high, the stop loss is going here. I've got it there. It's ready to just click modify. Come on. There we are. It listens to me. Right. Modify. 30%. Not 30. 0.3% risk here. If we continue to this high over here, then we go to break even. GJ now. Oh, GU just moved. Right, break even here, guys. Give it a little bit of leeway. We'll do it just under. Right. Fully risk-free on this. Fully risk-free. EU is looking awful. Right, risk-free on this now, guys. Like, there's no risk in this trade now. If you got in where I got in, or earlier, be break-even. If you got in a little bit late, like up here, maybe not break-even as much. You know, maybe soft break-even for you. Excuse me. But yeah, we're now risk-free in this. We might as well just let the whole thing run. GJ hasn't tapped back into that yet, though. Risk-free on this trade now, guys. Anything we secure here is complete profits. We cannot lose money on this trade. Hey Nobby, how's it going? IFVG, but bullish bias overall. Mixed, but bullish bias. IFVG, liquidity sweep. Wow, we've completely reversed after taking these highs. See, this is what I mean, guys. Like, the IFVG, all the IFVG does is tell us we're going to continue to the next liquidity zone. Like, what even would be this off? We have to take partials here. Right. Wouldn't even be worth it. Here. This, and this. Right. Come on. I think that internal buy-side liquidity is a good TP. Yeah, I was looking at targeting this, to be honest. Like, I never really get a full TP hit. The way I kind of do it, Nobi, is like, I'd have this, best case, and then just manage on the way towards it. We hope. I hope. GJ? You're in on GJ? Yeah, we want to see some... Like, we got the accumulation that I was telling you guys about, but we want to see the manipulation up to here now. And then this matches our bias that way. Yes, sir. It is indeed. Risk free now, guys. Like, honestly, the only thing that puts me off this is just this consolidation here. Like, you know, we didn't take this out. If we took this out, then I'd have full confidence that we're going to continue up. Do you trade futures? If no, why? Why don't I? That's a good question. I guess just don't know. You know, I just trade Forex. I learn on Forex. I trade Forex. It's, if you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I think the only issue would be the prop firms. Like, people will tell you, you know, futures has better spreads, this, that, and the other. But it's really just about the prop firms. A lot more reliable with futures because it's a lot stricter. The industry standard is a lot stricter and a lot cheaper upfront. But I think on some you have to kind of like pay monthly. But the reason why, I guess, just don't. Like, nothing against it. I just don't do it. Right. Where's the magnet? Let's get the magnet out. I think I was having a think last night, guys, and I've decided that this is now 1000% win rate. So, like, if you took 100 trades, it would win 1,000 times. That's the maths behind that. Like, look, price is just going to continue up. Like, it's just going to shoot up now. It's going to reverse and just go up now. Because we pulled the magnet out. Sometimes it takes a little bit to, like, warm up and get used to it. But you can see, look, right now, it's flipping. It's going back up now. It's finished. They're messing around. Blowing on the screen. You're out? Yeah. Let's see what happens. That's probably me took there, not gonna lie. I gave it a little bit of leeway so I didn't get took out in spread, but I think that's probably me gone. There we are. Yeah, that's definitely me took now. So, a break-even trade there, guys. Annoyingly. Actually, let's put the analysis behind this, like the actual reasoning for the management. Alright, there you go. You're still in? Alright. Too late. Right, so I think that's pretty much it. Like, what's GJ saying? Let's have a quick look at that. Gold. Yeah, okay. Stock the low, needs to retrace again. There's not much here, guys. This is a pretty, you know, pretty poor day in terms of market structure and, you know, trading opportunities. We had a few. We had 3 opportunities. Only one of them really got to kind of get that entry. But it didn't even play out. You know, we we could have took partials, but I've been working on not doing that as much. I'm trying to cut that down so I can go back to taking bigger trades. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I purchase the course, does that grant access to the private Discord? Yes. And there you go. Someone's just replied to you, JK. So, Nikki, you asked if I could purchase the course. Does that grant access to the private Discord? JK said they can vouch. But yes, it does, Nikki. You get lifetime access to it, and it's a great community. You know, it's a great community. They'll welcome you. They're really nice people. It's really cool to see. So you'll fit right in, and you'll learn quite quickly. I took one trade on gold in London session, liquidity sweep and IFG. You could check that if it was a good setup. TP hit. But there you go. There's Curtis as well. Happy to vouch for the community. Appreciate you guys. I took one trade on gold in London session, liquidity sweep and IFVG. What time frame was it on, Nobby? Maybe the markets are waiting for today's Putin-Trump talks outcome. If so, why on earth have Forex Factory not put that in at all? We need to stop relying on these guys, to be honest. They used to be good. Like, this is what everyone used to use, but now that I just see more and more people branching out to different things. But what time frame was that trade on, Norby? 1 min. In the London session. You took a... Where did the comment go? I took one trade on gold in the London session. Liquidity sweep and IFG. We respected a 1 minute bullish fair value gap, and after that we disrespected the bearish one. Like down here. If you send it into the Discord, I'll give you feedback on it. Yeah, there you are. That's better. GMT 703. Respected a bullish. Yeah, it's alright. Nice, slow, choppy price action here. Respected this, then had a quick push up to take out these highs. If you were targeting higher than that, that also could have worked, but I probably would have targeted this. This is probably what I would have took. There's no IFEG though that I can see other than this one. Other than this one right here, which would have then given you a late entry of this. Which would have been a little bit risky, I think. You would have obviously had to have a higher TP. But in terms of this move, if you got in around about here, this is pretty good. No IFEG though, so it's like probably like a 5, 6 out of 10, I'd say. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Like, there's not much else in this. We took GU, you know, and obviously we got caught break even. Good trade management there. We'll see how this would have played out. It looks like we have actually just continued up there. But we'll see how this plays out long term. You know, if we continue down, we'll decide whether or not this was the right move to break even and get caught out here. But that's pretty much it. Like, you know, as always, if you want to learn how to trade like this, join the fast track trading community. There's obviously there's hundreds, not hundreds, there's tens of 5-star reviews here. If we just look at this, like, we just hit 200 users yesterday as well. 200 course members. The results are insane. There's a bunch of 5-star reviews. But anyway, it teaches you everything you need to know about trading from start to finish. I spent months planning the order in which we would, like the order of the course. I spent months doing it. I can show you all the Google Docs and everything. I've been working on it for months. Then around January, February, we rebuilt it. Got that right structure in. You know, cut out the tools we didn't really use. Because at the start, my first build of this course was just kind of like every tool I know how to use, let's put it in here. But that's pretty much it, guys. I got nothing else to share. If you want to learn how to trade like this, or you want to see the private streams and stuff like that, join Fast Track Trading. The link is in the description. But either way, guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's stream. That's it from me. Thanks for the time. It's been nice to see you all here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You know, make sure you journal those trades you've been taking. But yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all at the same time, the same